Here's a short but squat lore video for Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Me and my friends have been playing the game for a while now, and we've made it to the final boss of the game. However, due to the holiday season, we won't be able to beat it this week, but I'm going to catch you up on all the major plot points of the game, and if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you're going to like all of the lore that they packed into this game. The backstory to the game is in the title of the game. You are playing as a dwarf who has been summoned by Gimli to return to the mines of Moria. Now, he's currently doing this against the king's will, who has declared that Durin will lead us back to the mines of Moria when he wakes from his slumber. Since nobody knows when that's going to be, Gimli just ignores his orders, and while trying to blast into the mines of Moria, you and up to 7 of your friends fall in and are trapped inside. Durin's door is sealed by weird, shadowy ruins that prevent it from being opened from the inside or the outside. As you are forced to progress deeper into the mines, the game is quick to dump a ton of lore on you, because the same dark magic that is preventing you from leaving is also blocking the crossroads that are used to connect this area of the mines to the main city of Dwarves. Now, this forces you to enter a part of Moria that is prohibited and has been sealed off for centuries. Once you break into it, you realize it is actually an elven embassy. Now, this diverse ecosystem has an abundance of resources, and with lots of natural light, it is relatively safe from orcs and goblins. That is, until you make your first of many major discoveries. This area is infested with what is left of the Goblin Men from Saruman's army. Now, this biome has proven to be a perfect habitat for them. They've tried to settle in the cities of men and have been exiled by everyone that they've set foot in, as well as being hunted by the orcs and goblins of Moria. Since those orcs and goblins can't come into this biome, it makes it a safe space for these goblin men. However, this is quickly disrupted by dwarves returning to the mines of Moria, because you're gonna kill every single one of them. Yeah, the fact that Saruman's legions are here are symptomatic of a much larger issue that is going to become more apparent later in the game. Return to Moria has a lot of content though, and it does a very good job of building suspense. The deeper you go throughout your journey, you'll hear whispers of a Orc-town established deeper in the mines. And when you eventually find it, you get incredibly excited for a siege-like battle. As you break your way into the camp, you eventually find out the leader of this camp is Azhog's last heir. Now, the Lord of the Rings lore hasn't really established how orcs reproduce, so I don't fully understand how the white orc can have an heir. And if you know, please leave the comments down below, because I have my own theories about how orc production occurs, but I'm more interested in other people's theories and how Azhog can have a lineage. Other than a quick conversation, Azhog's heir is really just a cool footnote in the story. But cool footnotes and stories can evolve into really cool things, because on your quest to find riches, you will have to descend into the deepest depths of the mines. This is where the nameless things dwell. It is the creepiest and most ominous thing in the game. They are older than the Balrog itself and can easily two-shot you. The game definitely disincentivizes you from fighting them, so instead you try to avoid them as you navigate their tunnels to steal their riches. But other than being a terrifying presence, they remain a mystery, and the game doesn't tell you if this is their only form. And I've heard theories that the Watcher in the Water is one of these nameless things, which might explain how he is also present in the game, because the last we heard of it, it was trapped in the waters where it attacked the Fellowship. But while the dwarves are returning to the mines of Moria, it also attacks them in the deep while they are turning the drain pumps back on. Now, this raises a lot of questions as to if there's only one Watcher in the water or many more. But dangerous waters are the least of your concerns. As you begin to ascend back up to Dwarves, you are confronted with the fact that orcs bearing the red eye of Sauron are also present in Khazad-dûm. And while you wonder what is causing evil to congregate here, you come face to face with a dragon. And if that wasn't bad enough, this is no ordinary dragon. It is the dragon that Sauron used to sire the fell beasts that the Nazgul ride, she is still producing them, and while leading what is left of the Balrog's forces, she is no doubt a threat to all of Middle-earth, and is the last thing that is preventing the dwarves from returning to Moria. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe. We will be finding out what it takes to defeat the dragon very soon. Have a wonderful day. And here are some videos that YouTube thinks you might enjoy.
The Nazgul's mounts were bred by Sauron from a Shazon. This dragon
Oh.